Hi, this is Richard with W3 Guru. Welcome to this quick clip on domain name selection. If you've ever tried looking for a name only to find it was taken, we're going to show you how to get around that today. Quickly, I want to talk about the difference between a top-level root and a subdomain. A top-level domain, that would be a .com, .net, .org, .biz, or many others. Your root, that's what most people are referring to when they talk about website address. So if someone asked you what your website address is, you'd give them your root domain. For us, that's w3-guru.com. Lots of websites also use a subdomain. So www. is actually a subdomain name. You might also see shop. Or quote. Ideal website names. Now, 53% of the registered domain names are .com addresses. Just think of all the major businesses you know of. How many aren't .com? So we really want to stick to .com if we can. Shorter is better. So as we're doing this, the less number of letters or numbers we have in there, the better. One-word domain names are golden. But let's face it, unless we have hundreds of thousands of dollars or possibly even millions to purchase one, it's probably not going to happen. The other thing we want to keep key here is descriptive. Let's make sure that whatever name we choose is descriptive of our business. To show you the tools that we use to come up with possible website names, I'm going to show you an example today. It's going to be a lawn care business called A1 Lawns. I'm going to open a template that I've already created. It's a very simple template that you can create in just a few minutes. We're going to type in our business name. That's A1 Lawns. And the first possible website name we want to test is going to be a1lawns.com. So just leave A1 Lawns in there. The .com is assumed. That's what we're always targeting, right? That's our ideal top level domain. So let's check for that real quick. Might get lucky here. Type in A1 Lawns, and if you just hit search, you'll see it's already registered, so that's off of our options list. So let's bring our list back up. You'll see A1 Lawns there. Now, I note anything that is not available with an X. If it was available, I'd use a star. So we're going to mark that with an X. Now, the next thing, we need to start coming up with some other ideas for names. Area. Well, let's look at the geographic area. It's in the city of Riverside. That's the area they operate in. Which is located in something called the Inland Empire. And going even wider on a geographic reach, that's in California. Okay, so that's going to give us some more possible names. Things like A1 Lawns Riverside, or A1 Lawns Inland Empire, or A1 Lawns California even. So we're going to put those down here as list of names that we want to look into. Now we're not going to look into those just yet. I want to come up with a bigger list before we start on that. Next thing we're going to look at is making a keyword list. Now to do that, we just need to look at some of the common terms that are associated with our business. So I've already created a list of some of the keywords. I'm just going to paste that in here. So lawn is a keyword associated with this type of business, or lawns, grass, garden, gardens, gardening, service, services, servicing, or care, maintenance, landscape, trimming, those types of things. One of the other things we're going to do while we're making this keyword list is we're going to go to thesaurus.com, and I'm going to show you why. Let's type in lawn. That's the core keyword of our business. So it's got some synonyms: backyard, garden, grass, we already got that one, green, park, terrace, yard. Now yard, that's a good one. I didn't think of that, so let's go ahead and add that onto our keyword list. And not only yards, but also possibly yards. So let's put an S there so we know to look at the plural also. Now that we have our business name, our area, and all these keywords for us to play with, now we're going to start coming up with some possible website names. So some of the things we might want to look at might be, say, A1 Lawn rather than Lawns. or A1 grass. Now I've gone ahead and created a list here. We're going to copy and paste this in real quick. There are plenty more, but here's a list for us to start with at least. All I've done is I've gone through and I've looked at, okay, what's our business name? A1. So we'd really like to keep that a part of our website if possible. Now it's not always going to be possible. In this case, I think we're going to be able to do it. So we've looked at A1 Lawns, Riverside, Inland Empire, California, lawn, grass, garden, gardens, gardening, lawn service, lawn services, lawn servicing. So you can see what we're doing is we've taken the business name, we've matched it up with two keywords, so lawn, which is actually a word we're using now in our name, and then we've tied on another keyword at the end, so services. But then beyond just tying in that keyword, we've gone through service, services, servicing. So we're trying to do this in a methodical way to come up with a very exhaustive list of website names. And you'll understand when you get into looking for website names that sometimes this can be very helpful to do. So we've created this list. Now what we need to do is we need to check to see which of these are available. For checks today, we're just going to use rockethost.me. We're going to come up here, and now since you've already created these in a Word document, it's very easy to just copy and paste them over to do the checks. A1 Lawns Riverside is available. So we go back to our document here, and what I do is I just put the star there right next to it. Now I've already gone down this list, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I've gone down the list and I've flagged everything that's available and not available. So you can see we have A1 Lawns Riverside, A1 Lawns Inland Empire, California is available, and we also have A1 Lawns Servicing, grass services, servicing, and A1 Lawn Maintenance. Those are all available. Now, even though I don't like some of these, I've done this because I want to make sure I have an exhaustive list, because you never know. You might come across something you never would have thought about that kind of has a nice ring to it, has a good sound, and it works with your brand and what your business is. We've gotten lucky here, and we actually have a pretty good selection of names to choose from. Now, there might be times when you still don't have any names, and other things you can do, you could look at adding a hyphen in. So maybe if none of these were available, we could do A1-Lawns or A1-Lawns Riverside or A1 Lawns-Riverside, and that would give us some other options. You can also look at doing other top-level domains, so maybe .net or .biz. There are times when that's appropriate. We close out our list of names. We've chosen a name, A1 Lawns Riverside. Now, we had already typed this in and it shows that it is available, so we just add that to cart and click to continue. Private domain registration, depending on the website you're starting or your reasons for purchasing this domain name, you might decide to get this or not get this. I personally use this on most of the web domains I register, but that's because of the reasons why I'm registering them, and I don't necessarily want my phone number and address out there all over the place. But keep in mind, if you're purchasing this for a business, there's a good chance you're going to have your phone number and your address on your website anyway, so does it really matter whether you have this in your Whois database? That decision will be up to you. Click continue. If you're going to be purchasing web hosting, you want to look at this because some web hosts will offer you a free domain name with hosting. So something to look at if you don't already have a host. They also offer services for website builders, but again, we're going to show you how to do that for free. Email, we'll show you how to do that for free also. Click continue. This is your checkout page. Now, it automatically puts it at a 2-year term. You can purchase just the 1 year you want. This is an introductory rate at $8.99 that they're offering. If you purchase for 10 years, they give you that introductory rate for all 10 years. We recommend that for a couple reasons. Number one, it's less expensive that way. And then number two, you're really not going to want to have to worry about this every single year. If this is a business that's been an ongoing business and you're planning to continue it for years to come, just go ahead, get the 10 years, and don't worry about it. All you have to do now is do your proceed to checkout, and you're good to go. Thank you to all of our subscribers for watching. Let us know your thoughts by commenting below. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is a great time to avoid missing future helpful quick clips.